Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology horoscope for Tuesday, August 20th, 2013. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, this is the big full moon, the second one in Aquarius. Oh my gosh, I'm a Leo, so I'm definitely feeling it as I'm recording this right now. But, you know, this is a big one. A big one. It's happening at the very end here of this Leo transit. We got Mercury and the Sun, which are close, opposing the moon today. Then on top of that, this big cardinal cross is getting big. So I know you're like, what does this all mean? Give me the real deal here, David, or the Leo King. Well, this is the deal. We have a lot to connect with in our lives. This is what Leo and Aquarius is about. Connecting to love, connecting to others, connecting to the world, connecting our reason for living, our core expression, our creativity, our passions. You know, this is dealing with so much of that, being in these areas and having a bunch of planets in fixed signs right now, like with Saturn and Scorpio, which is digging to our truth. But this is more important because this is a powerful full moon, which is here to electrify your life, which is to connect you with your passions, connect you why you love yourself. Why are you so amazing? Why are you so awesome? And this full moon is in kind of a weird placement because Mercury and the Sun are starting to conjunct. And these ideas of what we love, these ideas of what we're coming into with our heart are opposing this huge full moon, which is like, you know, we need to connect to this, we need to connect to that, we need to connect to this. And then there's this other side of like, well, this is what I want and this is what I need to be, and this is where we're weighing out. To let go of the things we don't want to connect with anymore and only connect with what we must love, and to understand this love. This is also a powerful shift in our lives because this huge cardinal cross is starting to build, and what this is it is pressure building. The pressure to take the right road, the pressure to take a new road. This is the universe adjusting all these cardinal points, which if you don't know what cardinal energy is, it is the seasons that start. So we've got planets in season starting signs, and they're all squaring each other off. It's like, should it be summer or should it be winter in my life? Or should it be spring or should it be fall? It's like, well, let's figure this out here. These are all the universe trying to shift the patterns of new relationships into our life, the patterns of new emotions of how we're feeling, the patterns of leaving an old system and stepping into a new one, making new plans. But more importantly, this is us stepping into the new self. The reinvention of this new self. This is a full moon in Aquarius. We got Uranus in Aries. It's about reinventing a new self, and these emotions over this electricity are so important. We don't have much to think about anymore. It's just feeling. It's just like, do we have the comfort levels? Do we have enough energy stored to go do this? You know, a lot of this is like hibernation for a lot of us, of like, oh, do I have enough emotion to go do what I really want to do? And we're at this almost point to where it's about to step into that. And this is the supreme peak out of the moon in such an electric energy force. I mean, this is the age of Aquarius. This is the first full moon in Aquarius since the age of Aquarius. I'm sure you felt it when it comes to people recently and the connections to the people you want to be around. I was at a party on yesterday on Sunday, and it was wild, the electricity of people and coming together and people starting to relate to one another, and that's what this is, but bringing your individual passion to the table. Look at this beautiful world we're at now. What do you got to bring? We all want to know what that is. We all want to love that. We don't want to be jealous because you're better than us. Nobody's better than each other. We all have this great purpose. We all have this great energy to share, to love, to be in, but you can only add that to these equations if you know what that is and if you're owning that. That you're not shying away from your happiness of that love of self, that you're not shying away from that power of who you are, that you're stepping into it now. And with power-hungry energy of fixed and cardinal signs that want to make it happen and hold on to it forever, it's the making happen and the holding on to your heart's desire and becoming who you want to be and owning that and using the electricity to short out the things you don't want to connect with anymore and to connect and plug into only the power where you can be your best and your greatest and your most powerful. Then that full moon comes into Pisces late tonight, and it's going to start to conjunct Neptune, and it's going to start to come into this more really dreamy, more magical energy that really Once we understand what the electricity is, once we understand what we love, once we understand what our passion is, once we understand what we must get rid of, once we understand what we must begin with, it is this new energy that's about to come in to give you the magic to flow with this. That it's going to take magic to get here, but you got to understand what's spelled to basically put out there. Without that, you know, you'll never have that. You've got to have that spell to put out there, but it's about knowing what that spell is, whether it's spiritual, whether it's beautiful, whether it's any of these things, that you've got to have that ability to step into that power yourself now before you can use it. A lot of people want everything to happen at this kind of juncture. Like, oh, you can get really upset if you're not connected with what you want right now. You can get really upset if you're not in the position of your happiness at this place. But the positive is this is also where you could take it to the extremes of your passions, the extremes of your happiness, by you just understanding what that connection is and looking in the mirror and remembering why. This is your one time a year, one time. And we got it twice actually this year because we've had a full moon, but it was at the 0 degree spots of Leo Aquarius. That this is at the meat and heavy potatoes and on the star Regulus, where it's time to shine your brightest. And that's only up to you and what you're wasting your time connecting to or not connecting to. That's what this comes down to. Where are you putting that energy? That it is where you must put it into yourself now. And that's what this brings you to now. To go ride this. And I guarantee you there's awesome people around to help you. Venus is in Libra now. All this energy, you know what you want. Find the people, make the connections, and go right off into the sunset. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is a very powerful day. One that you will remember for a long time. And I really appreciate you guys watching the horoscopes. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you want a one-on-one reading with me, or if you want to check out any of the awesome things I'm doing right now. I'm doing videos on solar flares, all this cool stuff, and I'm doing the 12 signs. If you didn't watch your weekly horoscope for all 12 signs, check it out. You can go on my YouTube channel below and click on weekly horoscopes. Thank you guys for all your support, and I will see you tomorrow.